In this video series highlighting questions relating to real estates, we have discussed establishing the value of the asset as well as how to calculate rental income. It's a good time to talk about seller-financed mortgages. Now these used to be very common, but their popularity decreased when bank financing was readily available. Now lack of financing options through a bank as a result of the recession has seen a resurgence of these types of real estate deals. In this case that the client asks about, they're not going to be able to prove the tenant wrong because the tenant's actually right. The HUD handbook talks about seller-financed mortgages. It starts by explaining that occasionally, when an individual sells a piece of real estate, the seller may loan money to the borrower through a mortgage or deed of trust. This may be referred to as a contract sale or sometimes contract for deed. This describes a contract for deed that the resident in question has. Now, HUD goes on to tell us how to handle this situation. A mortgage or deed of trust held by a family member is included as an asset. Payments in this type of asset are often received as one combined payment that includes interest and principal. The value of the asset is the unpaid principal as of the effective date of the certification. Each year this balance will decline as more principal is paid off through regular payments. The interest portion of the payment is counted as actual income from the asset. To illustrate, here is an amortization schedule for a contract sale. Now the resident wants to move in during March, so the asset value is the unpaid principal as of March 1st payment, and the next year's worth of interest payments become the income from the asset. So in all fairness, we suggest that our client who asked the question go back and gather the loan documents and re-examine the resident's qualifications in light of this clear guidance from HUD. So what happens when a person wants out of a real estate deal but they cannot find a buyer of any kind? What if it goes to the worst case scenario of foreclosure? We'll cover this question in our next video.